It's me, Mario!
Hello everybody, welcome to part 22 of Let's Play Earthbound. So in the last part we started exploring around Fourside, but we didn't finish because Fourside is a freaking huge city. And to tell you the truth, I forgot what we were supposed to do next actually. And that is kind of embarrassing because I already played through this part twice and here I am chasing around a magic butterfly for lack of anything better to do. But I've played through this part twice already, and already I forgot what to do. Is that embarrassing or what? So as soon as we finish chasing this magic butterfly, oh well, I guess I could just keep wandering around Fourside until something happens. And I know there are a couple of new enemies that, besides the annoying Reveler, who also appear in Fourside, so hopefully we'll get to encounter one of those soon, and we have a department store. Let's see what the department store is and it's temporarily closed. That is really weird. I wonder why the department store is closed. That is very weird. The boy stuck to a wall, maybe a peeping Tom. What boy stuck to a wall? I don't see- Oh, that boy stuck to a wall. Behind this wall, things seem very strange. I feel like this isn't my place. Maybe it's your place. You mean that thing with the weird diamond thing next to it and a ladder going down and what appears to be a box of some sort? That is a really weird place. I don't think I want to be there just yet. Let's see what this guy has to say. Come on in, we got the goods, G. What are you looking for? Well, we don't get to go into the department store, but we do get this measly little shop over here, and we have broken gadgets. Let's buy a broken gadget for Luigi, and he might be able to use it, actually. And his inventory is full. Well, let's buy it for Peach and have her give it to Luigi later. And we have a broken iron, but Luigi already had one of those, so that's not even gonna matter. Yeah, he already had a broken iron, and that turned into a slime generator. So I'm going to give the stag beetle to somebody besides Luigi. I'm gonna give it to Mario. And I'm going to have Peach give the broken gadget to Luigi, and this item shuffling is just getting very boring, isn't it? Because all broken stuff should go to Luigi in case he can fix it. And here's an enemy! Yeah, this thing looks to be an ordinary car, but this is a mad taxi. Meaning it's a taxi that for some reason has been brainwashed by Gygus. How could a taxi be brainwashed by Gygus? Although, to be fair, it probably looks like it's alive, it has eyes and everything. Although, just because something has eyes doesn't mean it's alive, right? I don't really know. But this thing is a machine, and I probably should have brought along a rust promoter, but I already deposited with the Escargot Express to free up space in the inventory, so I can't even do that. But oh well. One thing I know about these mad taxis is that they're weak against thunder. So I'm gonna use PK Thunder on this mad taxi and see if that does anything, and I'm gonna use a slime generator and see if that does anything. Ah, Mario did 122 HP of damage, and the slime generator didn't even work. And let's see, the second Thunderbolt didn't hit, but the first one did 99 damage, so at least that's nice. Let's try that again. This time I'll just use PK Thunder Alpha. Oh my gosh, it did 79 HP of damage! And Luigi, why the heck did you miss? And Peach, why the heck did you miss? And Mario, why the heck did you miss? Why the heck did everybody miss? I don't know why the heck everybody missed. Let's try that again. Yay, finally. Hey, 147 HP of damage. Alright, Peach. Even though your first Thunderbolt missed. Why does everybody keep missing? I hope Mario's not homesick or something. Let's see if he is. He is homesick. How did I know that? I must be psychic or something. But let's see if we can find a phone, just so we can cure Mario's homesickness. And apparently it's not going to be anywhere near the Monotoli building. I don't think there was a phone inside the Monotoli building, and the department store, of course, is going to be closed, so there won't be a phone inside there because we can't even enter it. Now, I did pass by a hotel earlier, and I know that hotels always have phones in them. Actually, I think there was a phone inside the Monotoli building, and hey, Magic Butterfly. Let's have everybody use life up first. Because I know Mario lost some HP during that battle, and hey, okay, there's an annoying Reveler. We have to battle him first, okay. First, let's check everybody's HP. I want to go to status. So Mario's okay, Peach only lost 2 HP apparently, and Luigi's okay. So let's use a Magic Butterfly. Just because Peach used PK Thunder a couple of times, so she could especially use it. And I don't think Mario needs it because I don't think he lifed up anybody. And we already used that hotel thingy back at the end of the desert. See, if we need to recover HP at PP, we don't even need to use this hotel. All we need to do is go back to the desert, to that one spot where we can heal for free. But right now we need to call our mom because we're homesick, so let's do that.
What's wrong? You sound so sad. Are you homesick? I
knew there would be days like this. It must make you feel better listening to your mom's sweet voice. It does. And that probably goes for me as well, because in real life, my mom, a couple of years ago, found a boyfriend, and she's been spending so much time with him that she's out of the house most nights of the week, and it just makes me really miss her and everything. So it kind of feels like I'm homesick almost every day while I'm here at the house. So that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe that means I should call her more often, eh? That's the only thing I can think of. And is this bakery or something close? At least I think it's a bakery. Planning meeting for Earthbound 2. Only those who are related to this project are allowed to enter. Earthbound 2, otherwise known as Mother 3. They already came out with that game. That's kind of interesting, though, that they have a building dedicated to that game's development, and we have people brainwashed by Gygus! Hooray for Mario doing a smash, but now we have, I think, a more powered up version of the Cranky Lady? Yeah, this is an extra Cranky Lady! Oh my gosh, she's extra cranky! That means she's gonna be extra powerful! What kind of shopping bag is she gonna wield? I bet she just went shopping for bowling balls or something of that nature, so she's gonna be really tough to defeat. Okay, I'm kidding. She was just really easy to defeat because we managed to sneak up on her from behind. And Luigi got to level 28. Is he gonna gain any points of IQ? Yeah, he's gonna gain 2 IQ points. That's good. That means he'll have a higher chance of fixing something overnight. I like that. I really like that. So we have this cafe over here, and we have this alleyway. Let's see what's in the cafe, I guess. Maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. So apparently the thing about this cafe is that Geldegod Monotoli is rumored to come here every so often. So, I was in the middle of a caffeine buzz, and I had to get to the bathroom fast. When I got there, I accidentally knocked on the wall instead of the restroom door. Next thing I knew, someone asked who is it, and really surprised me. Maybe I just imagined it? It's kind of weird how he mentioned a caffeine buzz. In the Japanese version of this game, that guy is actually supposed to be a drunk. And doesn't he look like he's holding a mug of beer or something? But apparently, in order to censor that out, they replaced that with coffee. I mean, who gets red in the cheeks from drinking coffee? And who gets drunk off of coffee, unless it's Irish coffee? Yeah, maybe that's what I should conclude that is. He's drinking Irish coffee. Yeah, that's what I'll call what he's drinking from now on. Irish coffee. Okay, just keep drinking your Irish coffee there. I'm surprised you talk to an ordinary guy like me. I've no information or items to help you out. Don't you think it's natural for a guy like me to be here? I enjoy the atmosphere here. By the way, let me quiz you. There are 5 apples. If you eat one, how many are left? 5 minus 1 is 4, so 4 is left. Ah, that's not funny. Okay, here's another one. Master Porky's made Electra is made to order. Ba-dum-tsh. Okay, puns are not really funny, they're just punny. Punny and funny are 2 different things. I used to be Monotoli's employer. Then I realized his schemes made my company go bankrupt. My house and land were taken away. Now I'm homeless. Monotoli didn't used to be so powerful. I want to find out his secret, so I'm spending my time here watching to see if he ever drops in. Yeah, Monotoli is occasionally rumored to be dropping into this place, but apparently that's just not happening. Kids shouldn't be drinking beer, I mean espresso. You shouldn't be hanging around here. What? Mr. Monotoli is here? You got that wrong, kid. Yeah, I don't really see him anywhere, so I guess she's right. What? Does Mr. Geldegod Monotoli come here often? Hello, time to get up. It could never happen. Well, actually, that's not true. So we have a jukebox here? And it's just for decoration. That is weird. Yeah, I have no friggin' idea what we're supposed to do. I guess all I could really think to do right now is check out the Tupola Theater and see if anything interesting is going to happen inside of it. Because I know the Runaway Five are going to at one point perform there, so I don't know, maybe they're going to ask us to get out of another weird contract or something, so let's see what happens here. Do you want to buy a ticket? Yeah, let's buy a ticket for 30 bucks, alright. Alright, do we have the ticket? Yeah, we have a show ticket. Let's get into the show. Alright. Let's see the Runaway Five perform again. At least I think it's going to be the Runaway Five, because it's always the Runaway Five yet. But first let's go in here and see what happens here. What does this lady have to say? So you're a Runaway Five fan, huh? What? Excuse me? No, this band owes me $1 million. I knew it. They're in a bad contract again. Gosh, Runaway Five, you are such losers. You keep getting into really bad contracts like this. See, this is precisely why I like the DCMC better than the Runaway Five. It's because the DCMC don't get involved in all these bad contracts and everything. These Runaway Five are just losers, I tell you. The DCMC do nice things for us for free in Mother 3, but the Runaway Five we have to pay them wads of bills and all these other expensive things just to get them to turn to our favor. But Mario-wise, the Runaway Five told me to let him in, so please come in. Well, I guess the good thing about this is that we do become VIPs for the Runaway Five, so hey, we get to talk to them again. Let's talk to them. We're so helpless. Really helpless and hopeless. Yoke, yoke, yoke. That sounds like what a lame cartoon character says. Yoke, yoke, yoke. Like, for example, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime, a lot of the cartoon enemies from Toon World sound like that, for instance. Okay, we've been cheated by the theater owner. We're stuck here with a phony contract. Hell yeah! Let's see if they're going to say any more interesting things, which I bet they won't, because they're total losers. And we apparently need their help to win over Gildegar Bartoli. And what did he say? We owe you guys so much. Then why don't you get out of the contract yourselves rather than asking us to pay for you? But hey, we have another Runaway Five performance, so let's watch these stupid losers perform. Let's watch these lame jazz freaks perform. Actually, this is a pretty funny performance, and you'll see why I say that later. So, at first, this seems to be the same old performance that they did back at the Chaos Theater in Tucson, but let's see if it's any different. Okay, I guess it's a little bit different. They're actually stepping away from the microphone so that we don't have to hear their terrible voices. That's at least something, right? And of course, everybody else is going to hide in the darkness. That guy, and they don't even tell us all the Runaway Five's names like they do in Mother 3. We know each of the names of all the band members of the DCMC in Mother 3, but we don't even learn anybody's names in this game. Because the Runaway Five are just nameless losers, right? And look, their song isn't even that interesting. It's just this lame jazz song that they always play, right? Yeah. I don't know, maybe I'll just sit back and let you listen, and what's that guy doing? I don't even get to call any of these Runaway Five people by name, I guess. I don't know, maybe I'll just call them Tom, Dick, and Harry. That's honestly the only thing I can think of. I don't know what Tom was so excited about. So I guess the guy on the left is Tom, the one in the middle is Dick, and the one on the right is Harry. And the guys in the back, I'm just going to call the keyboardist on the left Shimmy's Miz, because that's the name of his counterpart in the DCMC. And the one on the drums is going to be Bacchio, as in the drummer of the DCMC. And the bassist is going to be Lucky, after the bassist from the DCMC. And actually, I think there is a Runaway Five member named Lucky. I don't know which member it is. Maybe it's the bassist, maybe it isn't. But that would be an interesting coincidence if it was, because the DCMC and Mother 3 also have a bassist named Lucky. So if you ever get to play Mother 3, or watch my Let's Play of it for that matter, then that'll be really nice. And are the Runaway Five going to say anything else interesting to us? Let's see if anything else happens. Or are they just going to say the same old boring stuff all over again? Yeah, they're just going to say the same old boring stuff all over again. Boring, 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 boring. And why is that guy sounding so nice about being in such a phony contract? And that person's going to say something about us needing their help. And do we have to watch the stupid Runaway Five performance again? Okay, I'm just going to use my fast forward button to skip this, because I don't want to go through this again. Yay! Fast forward Runaway Five performance! I love this magical fast forward button. It just allows us to skip really interesting cutscenes. Because who wouldn't want to skip really interesting cutscenes with a magical fast forward button? So I guess the only thing we can really do now is get out of here and find some way to pay the Runaway Five back. But hey, didn't the people in the desert say they were mining for gold? How much are you willing to bet that if we helped them, then we might get some of that gold and use that to pay off the Runaway Five? That sounds like a plan. Let's actually do that. Let's go back into the desert and see if we can get some of that gold. And hey, here's a magic butterfly. See, what did I tell you? There are sometimes magic butterflies in this tunnel. But for some reason, when we first came through here, they didn't appear. I guess they only appear if you enter this tunnel from Fourside. And look, there's another one, but I don't think we really need one, because I think everybody's at full HP. I don't think we really lost any HP against the battles with those evil people in Fourside. Is everybody at full HP? I think everybody's at full HP. Well, Peach is 2 HP under, but I don't think that's really gonna matter for her. And I'm kind of losing my voice, so after the last 5 minutes of this video, I'm just gonna stop recording for a while. But I want to first see if there's anything that we can do with the gold in the desert. Let's see if I can do anything with the desert gold. Let's see if we could become minors and... Actually, we're already minors. We're not adults. We're minors, right? Okay, that was a bad joke. That was an even worse joke than what that unassuming local guy told us. Said, hey, they actually made progress on the digging. So now Luigi has sunstroke, which totally makes sense because he's from an area where there's not as strong sunlight, winters. But as I said before, healing Alpha will take care of sunstroke pretty easily. So let's actually use that and cure Luigi's sunstroke. And let's find out what's inside this cave. And there was a healer standing outside there. Let's see what this guy has to say. I didn't have a problem digging until this. I found a maze. Lots of monsters appeared, so I couldn't proceed. There's 5 big moles. If I beat the monsters, I can continue on. I think I'll have a bleeding ulcer for worrying too much. I'm helpless to really do anything. So really, the only thing we can do now is help this guy defeat all the monsters that are apparently inside this cave. And I don't really want to do this, but if we help this guy out, we might actually get a share of the gold. So let's do this. Let's help this guy defeat the monsters, and hopefully we can get some gold out of it. So this place really is a maze. I mean, look at this. I probably should have brought an exit mouse along. In fact, after I explore around here a little bit, I'll probably withdraw an exit mouse for the phone. But so far, I remember that I went straight up, and now we're in this place, and oh my gosh, there's one of the moles! I'm one of the masters of this hole. There are 5 masters in all. We are all moles, of course. I believe I'm the 3rd strongest among us. The 3rd strongest. Okay, I guess it's a good thing we didn't fight the strongest straight away. See, it even says number 3 in the background, and it's a guardian digger, not a mole. It's a guardian digger. But this thing, I think, will be weak against ice. So I'm going to use PK Freeze against it, and I'm going to have Luigi spy on it just to make sure that that is, in fact, what it's weak against. It's vulnerable to PK Flash, but I think it's also vulnerable to PK Freeze, so I'm going to use that against it. See, that did quite a bit of damage. So it has a power shield. So I'm going to have to use Psy on this thing, so I'm going to use PK Flash just because Luigi's spy ability said that it was weak against PK Flash anyway. And I'm going to see if a slime generator will do anything, just because I don't really know what else to do. And 2 PK Freezes took care of the Guardian Digger. Alright, Peach, you just one-shotted that thing. Or 2-shotted that thing, rather, and Peach got to level 28. She totally deserved to do that. Alright. And she gave like 15 PP on that level up. That was really nice. So we have an IQ capsule. I always like to use these capsules as soon as I get them, and this is an IQ capsule, and I always like to use these on Luigi, because the higher Luigi's IQ is, then the easier it'll be for him to fix things. But we're at 18 minutes now. I think we can proceed a little bit further in this cave. Just a little bit further. Let's see actually how far we can get. There are some more enemies that can appear in here. I know Mad Ducks can appear in here, but there's this other enemy that's rather strong that can also appear in here. So I'm hoping we don't have to encounter it, and this I think is just the way back to the entrance. Ah well, I think we're at 18 minutes. Let's actually explore around here and see if we can find some of these enemies. There's this new enemy that can appear in here, and okay, here's a Mad Duck. Not really the enemy I wanted to encounter, but how much do you believe bet this is an automatic win? Yeah, that's totally an automatic win because Mad Ducks are really weak. And really, we haven't seen those since Luigi wandered through that lame dungeon built by Brick Road. And okay, here's the enemy I was talking about. So this thing appears to be an ordinary coil snake, but it is not. It is a thirsty coil snake, meaning it is thirsty for our blood. But this thing is also weak against PK Freeze, so I'm going to use PK Freeze Alpha against this thing. Of course, you gotta watch out for these things, though, because I believe they can cause a poisonous bite. And yeah, Luigi got poisoned. See, what did I tell you? But fortunately, we did defeat the thirsty coil snake, and if we use Healing Beta on Luigi, then we can cure his poison, so I'm not too worried about that. In fact, I'm probably going to go back to that hotel place and maybe buy a vial of serum if they even sell those at the drugstore. And hey, there's a Mad Duck, and okay, here's another new enemy that's right next to the Mad Duck. Okay, I thought the game was going to freeze for a bit, but unfortunately it didn't. So this thing is a Noose Man, and it is weak against fire. Very funny looking enemy, but I'm going to have Peach and Luigi take care of that thing, because I think Mario can one-shot the Mad Duck, honestly. Yeah, he totally can. And everybody else could just take care of the Noose Man. Noose Men are not really hard, and I saw another thirsty coil snake over there. But I'm about to go back to a healing place anyway, so yeah. And I'm also going to, of course, withdraw the exit mouse that I had at coil snake. Ah, why is it always Luigi who gets poisoned? Let's cure his poison. Ah, well, at least Healing Beta only requires APP. Ah. Well, at least these enemies are really good experience, and I think this was the way back. Hopefully we won't run into too many enemies on the way back. Ah, coil snake. But fortunately, that thirsty coil snake didn't poison anybody. Instead, it solidified Peach's body right after Peach attacked, so that dumb coil snake didn't even do anything really harmful to us. So there's a shop up there, but I'm gonna worry about it later. Instead, I'm gonna have everybody heal at this free healing spot, and then I'm gonna save the game, because this is the last part I want to record in quite a while. And is Luigi gonna fix anything? Yeah! He's gonna fix... Oh, so now what he has is a counter psi unit. And this is a really cool item, because this will basically prevent enemies from using psi. So it is a very, very useful thing to have. And I said I was going to take an exit mouse out of the Escargot Express's storage, but I'm gonna do that off screen. Instead, I'm just going to save the game, and since we're already at 22 minutes, I'm just gonna stop the video now. So stay tuned, everybody, for part 23 of Let's Play Earthbound, and more fighting moles and thirsty coil snakes and whatever inside the gold mines. See you later.